I'm going to keep this nice and short, and I'm going to show to you an angle that nobody is talking about right now here on YouTube. Okay? This is what happened to Charlie Kirk, and I think that, you know what? The video is going to speak for itself. Now, before I play this clip, I'm going to play for you another clip first. Charlie Kirk was in an interview where they were asking him that if he's gone, what would he want people to know about him? And he was like blown away by the question, like, wait, if I die? Like, if I die, like, what do I want to be remembered for? It's almost like, why are you asking me that question? So it's almost as if there was already a hit that was put out for him, and his name was being called.
If I die?
If everything completely goes away, how do you want to be remembered?
If I die?
Everything just goes away. How would you, if you could be associated with one thing, how would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. The most important thing is my faith in my life.
Now I want you to observe this angle and look at the security of Charlie Kirk. It is his own team members. After they do the signal which I pointed out to you, look at what the third person did. This is now a third person which we completely ignored. Look at what the third person does, and look at his hand. After the signals are finished, bang happens, and then after that you can see something that looks like a barrel. Am I tripping? Is that a glare of some object that he's holding in his hand? Maybe I'm seeing things. Am I reading too much into it? If I'm reading too much into it, you let me know in the comment section if you know what that individual was holding in his hand. Because if you look at the angle by which he's standing and you look at the movement, everything appears to be pointing to a side shot. If you think I'm reading too deep into this, let me know. If you think I'm straight up wrong, let me know. Should we even trust our eyes at all? What we see? Should we believe what we see, or should we ignore what we see and just simply go by the narrative of what we are being told? I'm not claiming to know anything. I'm just claiming to see something. Maybe I'm seeing something else, and it looks like a barrel of a gun. Other people are saying the following: well, what about the guy who is the one that's being shown in front of the news, and he's the one that's being blamed, and everybody's saying he's the one that's responsible? Well, that individual is nothing more than a scapegoat or a distraction or a decoy. That's all he is. He is just a decoy who is taking the hit. He's getting paid.
Right there. Right there. Watch the shooter. That's the shooter. Right there.
His shirt went up and everything.
Yep.
Side. I knew it was a side shot. I knew it wasn't straight on. Just because of how his shirt acted.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
The news is telling you a sniper did it. A sniper did it 150 meters away, 200 yards away, whatever, however far of a distance that they said. But based upon what I'm seeing here, this was indeed an inside job. You're seeing it for your own with your own two eyes. This was the job of 33rd degree Freemasonry. This is 33rd degree Freemasonry assassination. This is what we're dealing with here. This is high level secrecy. And how do I know it's 33rd degree Freemasonry? Because it's got the number 33 almost everywhere throughout the whole entire thing. You see what I'm saying? Charlie was the sacrifice that was needed. Furthermore, this brings in lots of money. Death results in lots of money. And if you want to know where the problems of the world are, trace the money and you'll be able to know. This death of Charlie Kirk generated so much money, and furthermore, the death of Charlie Kirk is also bringing in a new age of stringent security measures upon the nation. This is the big subliminal message that is being brought up to all of you. And remember, who owns the bank? Well, Mossad owns the banks. And you should know by now who Mossad really is. So in other words, who funds Freemasons? Well, Mossad. Based on that, you can be able to answer the question, who wanted Charlie Kirk to go to sleep? You know the answer to that. I do see the Masonic fingerprints on this event from beginning all the way to end. The question is Charlie Kirk alive? That's the question. I believe that in Masonry, they do have oaths that you take, where if you break particular oaths, your death will ultimately be their end result. And when they do take you out, they will make sure that they put their mark upon it, so it is very clear that they are responsible and that what they are doing is fulfilling their end of the deal. So I don't think that he is alive, but I do believe that he has been sacrificed. And this sacrifice has a much bigger message. There is a much bigger agenda here. Here's another thing as well I'm going to share with you. On the same day that Charlie Kirk died and everybody was focusing on that, Republicans block Senate vote to release Epstein files. Sound familiar? So there was a distraction that was used by this event. He had to be sacrificed so that everybody can go ahead and focus on that while they then vote against the release of Epstein files. Why? Because the people who their names are on that list, these people are the ones which are ruling over the sheep. Charlie Kirk being shot down was not a man being shot down. Charlie Kirk being unalived while wearing a shirt that said freedom, a subliminal message was being sent to the world that freedom is now dead. Not under attack, but freedom is now dead. The age where people can claim freedom is now over. We are entering now a new age, and this age has to do with stringent security. Security measures. People have sacrificed freedom in exchange for security. Don't you see what President Trump has been doing? Trump is actually sacrificing the people's freedoms away in exchange for security. Military troops are now on the ground and people are saying, I just want to be safe. Rather than saying we want to be free, what people are saying is they want to be safe. Freedom is now dead. And now what they're pushing forth is security measures, military rule, police state, martial law, insurrection act. These are the things that's coming.